Hi guys, I hope you all are having a beautiful day. My name is Shivani. I'm 24 years old. I'm currently at my home in Dubai and I will be moving to the United States in about a week to start my new job. This is my very first video on YouTube. I'm really excited to kickstart my journey. I hope you all can learn a lot from my experience with the USA L-1B visa application process. So before we get into the video, I have a quick disclaimer. I am not an authorized official or a lawyer to give out advice on the L-1B visa application process. I am just here to help you out, share my journey so that you could come out of this successfully. So what is the L-1B visa? The L-1B is a non-immigrant visa wherein an employer can transfer his employee having specialized knowledge about the organization's products, processes, procedures, and services. So you may be wondering who is eligible for this L-1B visa category. There are two conditions. The first one is the employee must have worked for this organization abroad for one continuous year within the last 3 years immediately preceding his admission to the United States, and also the employee should be seeking to enter the United States to provide services in a specialized knowledge capacity to the branch of the same employer. Moving on to the interesting DS-160 form. I'm just kidding. I know nobody likes to take out the time to fill this form because it asks you so many questions about your history, your past experience. You need to pay attention to every specific detail there. So my personal recommendation would be that you use a professional agent who could help you out in filling this form, because this is a very crucial form for your L-1B visa application process, and any small mistake or any error in this form could lead to significant delays and rescheduling of your appointment, and nobody wants that. Quick tip for your DS-160 form: since you are applying for the L-1B category, you will find a question called briefly describe your duties under the work section of the DS-160 form. This is quite important, and be careful to write about 6 to 8 sentences describing your specialized skills in the organization in this area. After filling out your DS-160 form, you will receive a DS-160 confirmation over the email address that you have given, and you can then proceed to schedule your biometric appointment and the consulate interview appointment. At this step, you will have to pay a fee of $205, which translates to around 17,000 to 18,000 INR. And post the scheduling of the appointment, you will again receive an email which is the appointment confirmation. If your employer has an immigration lawyer representing them, then they will send out an application package to you. This application package is very important because it contains all the forms that you need to carry for your visa appointment. Now, it will contain the G28 form, which is the notice of entry of appearance as attorney or accredited representative. This is only applicable if you have an immigration team representing you. The second form that you will find here is the I-129S form. This is the non-immigrant petition based on L1 blanket petition. The third form that you will find here is the I-797 notice of action. This form is issued to communicate the receipt, approval, or rejection of the petition. Now, all these three forms were, in my case, sent out to me filled in by my immigration team, and I just had to read through it and verify it if any corrections were required. The final form that you'll find here is the company letter of support. Now, again, this is very important and crucial because here you will find details of your specialized knowledge and what is your role going to be in the United States and why the company is hiring you. The next step is to appear for your biometric appointment at the VAC, or the Visa Application Center. I had scheduled both my biometric appointment and the consulate interview at the US Embassy in Chennai. What are the documents that you need to carry for your biometric appointment? You need to carry your DS-160 confirmation page, the visa fee payment receipt. You need to carry your appointment confirmation. You need to take your passport with you, and you have to also carry a photograph as per the specifications stated in the appointment confirmation email. The biometric appointment doesn't take much time, so my appointment was scheduled for 8:30 a.m. and I arrived there 20 minutes prior to the appointment time. There will be a security guard at the entrance who will check all the items you are carrying. You are allowed to carry a transparent folder which will contain all of your documents. You are also allowed to carry a small sling bag, but you cannot carry anything larger than that, like backpacks are not allowed. You can also carry your mobile phone, but it has to be in switched off mode. Now, once you enter, there will be a security check and all your belongings will be scanned, and then you will be sent to a counter where your passport will be taken and verified, and then you will be sent for your biometric where your fingerprints will be taken and also a photograph will be taken. At that point, you will be asked some basic questions like your name and date of birth. Let's proceed to the visa interview. What are the documents that you need to carry for your visa interview? Please ensure to carry all the documents that I mentioned for the biometric appointment. In that, just check that your passport has at least 2 blank pages because the stamping has to be done. In addition to that, you need to carry your application package, which will contain 1 copy of Form G28 if applicable, 3 copies of Form I-129S, 3 copies of Form I-797, and 3 copies of the company letter of support. Additionally, you should carry your 3 to 4 months pay slips and your original university transcripts and marks card and your tax returns or your service certificate, anything that shows evidence that you worked for this organization for at least 1 continuous year. At this stage, you will have to make a payment of $500 for the fraud prevention and detection fee at the counter before your visa interview. This fee can be paid via credit card, demand draft, or cash. Now, for cash, it is accepted both in INR and USD. If you are going to pay in INR, then please make sure that you carry 2000 to 3000 rupees extra cash because this is charged on the basis of the exchange rate as on that day. Debit card payments are not accepted, so ensure that you don't carry debit card for this. I arrived at the US Embassy 15 to 20 minutes before my scheduled appointment time, which was at 10:30 a.m. There was a short queue outside and the security guard would check all of your items that you're carrying. You are only allowed to carry a transparent folder with all of your documents in it. You cannot carry your mobile phone or any bags inside. I would highly recommend that you take a family member or a friend along with you who can keep all your belongings safely outside the embassy because there is no locker facility there, and I saw a lot of people struggling who had come alone as to where they would keep their belongings. And there are some auto drivers outside who would charge you exorbitant rates to keep your belongings with them, but I wouldn't trust them. Once you enter the embassy, there will be a security check, and then the L-1 blanket applicants will be sent to a separate section where the officer will give you a placard and you need to arrange the documents in the same order that's listed there. After that, you will be sent over for the $500 fee payment and then you will proceed to your interview. So coming to the final section of this video, I believe this is the part that many of you might have been waiting for and are very interested to hear. What are some of the questions that might be asked at your visa interview? So when I went for my appointment, I was quite well prepared, but also very nervous because I had heard of a lot of visa application rejections. Believe it or not, there were a lot of people still studying and going through their documents till the last minute of the interview during the waiting queues. I honestly felt like I was going to give an exam, but in reality, it was quite simple. The visa officer asked me some questions like which company I'm going to be working for, what does the company do, and why are they hiring me, or what is the specialized knowledge that you possess, and where is the office located in the United States, where are you going to be staying in the United States, how long are you going to be staying for. The questions were more or less basic and I was able to answer them well. And then the visa officer took a few minutes to go through some of my documents, and then he stamped my I-129S form with the approval and the validity date. After this, he told me that my visa is approved and my passport will be returned back with the visa stamp in 1 week. Just remember that this is not a sit-down interview and the visa officer will be sitting behind a plexiglass wall and he has about 5 to 7 minutes to review your application. My visa interview alone just took 5 minutes and the entire process must have taken around 40 to 45 minutes. I received my passport back with the visa stamp within 1 week and I had to pay a charge of 850 rupees for the courier because I had mine delivered to Bangalore from Chennai. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have your L-1B visa interview coming up, don't hesitate to put down luck on your upcoming interview. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So bye bye. Thank you.